Everybody tell me pay attention.
You know the drill, don't talk, just listen.
In case you didn't know your info, alright.
So now you hang with BillKeyz.
So check yourself in, we gon' start the show.
He can't go back once you start the video.
He's shutting back his bills, going in, guns blazing. In case you didn't know, he's out, man, have amazing.
Hello everybody, this is BillKeyz. What is going on out there, all my awesome viewers? How you guys are doing? Because this guy right here is doing fan-dubly-tastic. It's kind of weird I have like an intro then I have another intro. Interesting, isn't it? Nah, I'm just making it. I just like to introduce myself for all the new people out there, for all the people who know me, all the people who don't know me. And yeah, that's why I do it. I just think it's kind of cool. I just think it's more professional. So as you can see here, guys, I'm playing some Medal of Honor. Please just enjoy the game in the background because you know BillKeyz, he talks about everything else but the game. So, first things first, like I said, Medal of Honor, good game. One of the hitting gems, I think, in the first-person shooter genre for the last year and a half or two. For the last 2 years, I guess we can say. It's pretty good. I really enjoy it. So, all right, well, next thing on the list of things to talk about here, Mr. Retro Kid 91, he's one of my bid-through comrades, is doing a contest. I will have the link up on the screen right about bloop. Now, there it is, and go ahead, click that link. You can either come back. I'm going to have it in the description so you can watch this whole video. I just like to go ahead and put it on the page just because it looks more, same thing, more professional. So I got it on the link on the page, and also I will have it down in the description. Click it. He is doing a contest. If you follow what his guidelines are, you could be a part of it. So, okay, so getting to the main part of today's video is question and answers. First things first, I would like to say is that if you have a question for the BillKeyz, go ahead down at the bottom, put Q, semicolon, and then ask your question because BillKeyz will respond, hopefully. I usually respond. I read all my comments and stuff like that. So let's get down to the bottom here. The first thing is Mr. Mixity, PSN Mixity, asked, Dear BillKeyz. No, I'm just joking. He first thing, I'm sorry, I'm getting the highlighter out my thing. You're going to hear it click and stuff like that. But he said, BillKeyz, what music? Let's see, what type of music person listen to? Let's see, music people. What kind of music people do you listen to? And, you know, he said he listened to, you know, mostly techno, it looks like, or some type of electrical break or whatever that is. I think it's techno. Just go ahead and respond, Mixie, what that is. Me personally, guys, I pretty much like all kind of music except reggae. I'm not a big reggae guy. I do like the Welcome to Jamrock. That I like that song, but pretty much know the reggae. You know what I mean? So that's that. Let's see here. By the way, I like to give hats off to Breaded Chicken 123. Probably left one of the best comments known to man on BillKeyz's page when it comes to question and answer. He actually followed my thing to the textbook, to what I wanted him to do. So let's get up to this question here. First of all, he commented on Fortress Craft, which I like to say. First of all, for all the people who talked about Minecraft, hey, it's a good game. If it's a better game, that's great. But I don't really want to do too many PC gaming. But there will be some things coming up. Spoiler alert, with me and Incredible Orb totally ponying some noobs in some PC gaming. So, okay, so first question he asked was, did you get the SOCOM beta? And if so, what do you think about it? Okay, first things first, SOCOM beta, I really enjoyed it. Here lately, in this past month, we've got all kind of new games coming out, first person, third person. You know, let's see, we have SOCOM, we had Bulletstorm, we had, let's see what else we had. Sorry, I should know all these. Crysis 2, Homefront. We got to have Gears of War beta coming out. I mean, pretty much we get to play it for a month. So that's pretty much a game coming out in general. So does all me. I personally like SOCOM. I'm debating on buying it. If my boy Don151 buys it, I will be getting it. So if I knew I had enough people to play with me, I probably would play it. I think that's the biggest reason why I'm kind of gonna. I bought a couple games, but I'm gonna kind of shut it down. You know, if you guys want a list of my games I play other than Black Ops, let me know because, you know, first of all, I play mostly on the PSN, but I do have a pretty good bit of games on PlayStation, on Xbox also. I don't mind making a video to show you the list of all the games I have. If I get enough people saying, hey, I want to see the list of games you have, we can play together, I'm okay with that, guys. So, and then the next question was, he says, are you excited? Let's see, are you excited for Mortal Kombat or Portal 2? Well, I don't know. I think they're both going to be good games. To be honest, if I really had to sit here and say, let's just say I had an infinite amount of money and I had to pick one to buy, I would probably go with, be honest, I'd probably go with the Portal 2. Just because Mortal Kombat is just one of those games where I know it's going to be good, but after a while it just gets kind of boring. Now, online, if I was really good at the game and I could play some online competitions or something, I probably would go ahead and do that. But I guess, honestly, at first I was more excited about, I guess to answer the question, Billy didn't even answer the question, I was more excited about Mortal Kombat than I was Portal 2. But I probably, if I had to pick one to buy, I would buy Portal 2, which that kind of contradicts the thing, but hopefully you understand what I mean. So let me highlight that. Okay, next person that asked a question. One thing I like to talk about, guys, is that at the end of this video, towards about halfway to the end, I think the video is about 14 minutes long. When I get to the end, I will stop. I'll try my best to look at the timer, but I'll stop with the questions and then continue on in a future video. I will save everything I have, though. Okay, let's see here. I had Incredible Orb asked, "Are you half man, half amazing?" Psh, duh, you've seen this beastness. Of course I'm half man, half amazing. Okay. Let's see. I'm Top Mark asked, which is your which is your favorite game? And if you could create a game, what would you put in it? And what type would it be? So like RPG, stuff like that. Okay, so first thing first, which is some of my favorite games of all time. Let's see. If we have to go, let's just start from the beginning. The first original Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt. Let's see. What were some of the games I played? Contra. Then getting to the Sega and stuff like that. I played a lot of. I'm trying to think here. I played a lot of Doom on Sega, even though Doom wasn't too good. Played a lot of basketball games. So I have so many games that I love. I love pretty much all video games. I try to give all video games some type of chance, because I just believe. I truly believe in that. I really, truly do. So hopefully that answers your question. And getting to the second part of the question, if I could create a game, what would it be? Honestly, back in the day, I used to draw little comic book skits of BillKeyz. He kind of was a guy, because if you don't know by now, BillKeyz is a name I picked up when I played D&D. So I actually made a whole genre of BillKeyz, his whole legacy. Basically it's kind of like a Conan story, but I mixed and matched a few things from Beastmaster, stuff like that. So I kind of made up my own storyline for him whenever I did that. So that's probably what kind of game I would make. It would be like a type of what's it called? Oracle? God, what a damn game. I can't say it. I don't remember, so I'm sorry. Starts with an O. It's a big popular game on Xbox. I forgot what it's called, but that's the kind of game I probably would do. Some more RPG-ish. Okay. Swin Z said, other than Swin Z, who is your biggest inspiration on YouTube? I guess BillKeyz is the fanboy because he's going to mention the two most popular guys. But even if I knew about them and they only had 1,000 subs, CNanners and Hutch, the order, if I had to really pick somebody, if I had to stop watching one and watch I would watch Hutch before I would watch CNanners, I guess. I love both of them, though. I think they both bring very uniqueness. What's funny is that they're not the same. They're not the same. They're very, very different commentators in a lot of different ways, but they're really, really, really extremely good. I mean, hands down, they're the best there is. Never gonna let me down. That's straight up. They're just the best, and they inspired me. Now, some of the I'm gonna name a couple other people, and I can't name everybody, but honestly, Nappy Boy 92, big inspiration to me. He makes me better every day, literally. I mean, I know you might not believe that, but I talk to him all the time. He makes me better every day. That guy's been a big inspiration in my life, in my YouTube career. Sorry, I'm just gonna go with it. YouTube career, stuff like that. He's a big part. And someone that's behind the scenes that you guys very rarely, is Big Country 77 also. He helps me out a lot. Anytime I have a question, he hands down takes the initiative and does it. So, which is a big deal. I mean, he doesn't have to, but he does. He does things for me that no one else does. So, thank you both, all you guys. So, I guess I should thank CNanners and Hutch, but also the true guys that I talk to on a daily basis is, Mr. Nappy Boy 92 and Big Country 77. All right, so let's I'm going to be doing a video probably in the next couple days too about contests for BillKeyz. I got some big, huge news. So don't remember, Mr. Retro Kid 91. he has a contest. It's going to be linked in the description. Link was on the page earlier. Link is probably going to be on the page, not now, but it's in the description. So go look at it. All right, turning the page here. Hoping I can wrap all this up. I got a lot of questions, by the way. So, all right, Marky Piz, one of my new youth commentators. It's funny that I say youth because that's the question that he has, and this is probably going to wrap up the video because I really talk strongly about this. If the video ends and I keep yakking, I'm just going to keep yakking because this is a big topic in the YouTube community. First thing what he said, it says, this has been asked before, but not in much detail. How do you feel about YouTube commentators' youth? Do you think they have a chance in YouTube? Well, first of all, yes. I mean, first of all, the majority of, I would say 80% of YouTube community that drives us, that gives me my views, that gives me my thumbs up, is youth, is young people. Now, oh my goodness, pros and cons. Okay, first things first is that because they're youth, and it's hard to, like I said, it's going to sound bad a lot in sometimes, but because they're youth, like, do I feel that, I'm going to use Marky Piz as an example. Do I feel that Marky Piz is a steady watcher of BillKeyz? I hope so. You know, I don't know. Are you, Marky? Are you, Mark? That's the question. Do you look forward to seeing my videos every time? So I'm asking you a question. But like I said, do you come to my videos every time? Do you leave a comment? Do you hit the like button? You know, now I can flip this around and say someone who's a little older like NappyBoy92, guess what the first thing that Nappy does on my channel? Because he knows I'm putting out a good product. Guarantee you the first thing Nappy Boy does is hit the like button. Now, I can't say that Mark doesn't. Mark, I'm going to just use you as an example. Do I believe that Mark does that? I do not know. Because they're young, young people have the attention span of, like, you ever seen a bug? Like, if you had a light, the bug goes to the light, lands on it, gets hot, and burns himself, and then comes back and kind of keeps going. That's what happens. So for, like, me, it's really hard for me to, hopefully, I like the youth. I really do. I believe in that they're the future. I really, truly do. Like, I talk to a lot of youth. I talk to a lot of young people. They do have a chance. The key is, like I always say, guys, you can still be young and goofy, but handle yourself with professionalism. Is that even a word? I do not know. But handle yourself with professionalism, and it goes a long way. It truly, 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 truly does. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not me. I don't know. I met a lot of young people in this YouTube world. I have. Now, my question to you, young people, do you feel that BillKeyz supports the youth? That's the question. So there's a question right there. So go ahead and answer that down at the bottom. Now his question was, does youth have a chance in the? Of course they do. I mean, there's young people all the time that of course there's a lot of people who commented on Marky Piz's questions, like, there's a couple people here and there that he talked about. Like, I think X Jogs is younger. There was a lot of comments involved in this whole situation. But honestly, we all started somewhere. Do I feel I'd be as popular as I am if I was younger, if I was 15 years? Probably not. I don't think so. Just because at that age, I didn't think about this. It takes a certain type of a person, period, to do YouTube, in my opinion. It's not just, maybe it's just me, but not just anyone can be successful in a sense to do this. Anyone can do YouTube, but to be kind of successful and be someone who strives, and you got to have like I said, you got to want it. You got to do it. You got to be a part of something. You got to boom shakalaka, you know what I mean? You got to have a drive, I guess the best way to say. You got to be willing to work, willing to be the best you can be, willing to do everything you got to do. I mean, hopefully that makes sense, guys, because I love all you guys. I mean, really, if you're somebody who talks to me, the thing, Mark, I'm going to, honestly, the thing that spoils it is that you got guys that come on all the time. I get on Skype, ask me for a dual com, ask me this, ask me the same question over and over. That's the guys that ruin it for you, Mark. And I mean, you know this, though. I'm talking to Mark, and I get on, and we talk. But there's also guys who are very youthful, like Dynasty XD. He's very, very opinionated. But when I tell him to be quiet, or I'll be like, hey, look, that's a little too much. He knows when to shut up. I guess the best way to say. And I tell him that all the time. It's like, and I joke him all the time, but he's like my new little brother. I always, never wanted kind of guy. And it's a big deal. I know. So all the youth out there, I love you guys, really. Try to be a part of my channel. I try to be a part of you, but hopefully I do the best I can do, because you guys are awesome, and everybody's awesome out there. So, hell, I still do look at Nappy Boy as someone young, but I look at someone who's 50, who's half my age. It's kind of crazy. Think about it, guys. Somebody half your age. When you look at if you're 15, you look at a baby, think about that. Try to visualize that. So, hopefully I answered all these questions. I have several more, and I will be answering those on another time, but I'm going to go ahead and highlight that off. And like I always say, I'm BillKeyz, and you guys out there have a great and wonderful day.